Last time I tried the 890 jump mission, it was a total disaster. I even made a cinematic video about it called Hijacking the 890 Jump. Star Citizen's most luxurious ship turned war zone. If you've seen it, you know what I mean. Everything went sideways. Anyway, I told my brother about that experience, and he got excited. He said, "We have to try that mission ourselves, especially since the reward was 90,000 aUEC. Not bad at all." We grabbed our weapons and armor, geared up properly this time, and jumped into our Corsair. I took the pilot seat and my brother manned the turrets. As soon as we arrived near the 890 jump, we were attacked by 2 combat ships. I'll admit, I had serious doubts that our Corsair could handle a full dogfight. But we held our ground, dodging, targeting, moving fast, staying consistent with our shots. It was intense. We finally destroyed both ships in a short time, and honestly, I was amazed. I didn't think we'd survive long enough to even reach the 890 jump. We were flying high on that victory. Then, my brother said, "Hey, there's a weird object over there. We have to hack the ship's system to interfere with the transmissions." I said, "What? I've never seen that before." My brother said, "Wait, does that mean we have to jump from our ship to the 890 jump, like spacewalk over there?" I said, "Yes, didn't you read the mission?" He said, "I did, but..." I interrupted. "How are we going to face 20 armed hostiles? You're armed, right?" He said, I only brought a pistol with 30 bullets. I was shocked. "What? I thought you were ready." He said, "I thought we'd just use the ship's guns." I tried to stay cool. I said, "Don't worry, I'll go first. Take out a few of them, and you can pick up their weapons. I've got this." We left the Corsair for a spacewalk, planning to surprise the hostiles through the hangar bay. Then, disaster. I started choking. Couldn't breathe. I looked around and realized I wasn't wearing my helmet. I died instantly. My brother was right behind me and saw my body just floating there. He said, "Why aren't you going to the hangar bay?" I couldn't stop laughing. I said, "I died. I wasn't wearing my helmet. I'm waking up in New Babbage. I'll be right back." He said, "What? Are you serious? We didn't even start the mission. I was depending on you. You said you'd cover me until I grabbed a weapon." And I said, "I'm coming back. Don't worry." My brother, as usual, embraced the challenge. He said, "All right, I'm going in." He jumped to the hangar bay alone, which was swarming with 4 hostiles. He shouted, "I killed one! I've got his rifle!" Then a second later, "Wait, what is going on? It's not the time for a glitch." I said, "What happened?" He said, "I can't pick up the weapon. The others are raining bullets on me." He struggled like crazy, screaming, finally grabbing the weapon. He yelled, "I'm going to kill you all." Then, "What bad luck, only 4 bullets?" I said, "Just stay in cover, I'm almost there." He said, "Too late." I said, "Why?" He said, "They took me down." We both laughed like maniacs. The mission failed before we even started. We said, if this were a real rescue op and people's lives depended on us, they'd all be dead. We're just a bunch of losers! I came back in a tiny Avenger Titan, fast and nimble, jumped straight into the hangar bay, and found my brother's body. I said, "I'm here. I'm starting to clear the ship." Room by room, I fought through it. The 890 jump is a maze. I got lost more than once, but I kept pushing forward, taking out hostiles one by one. My brother returned too, this time in his Crusader C1. Now we had a whole fleet parked around the ship. Corsair, Titan, C1. It looked like a space dealership. Now we were unstoppable. We cleared room after room, laughing, hyped up, fully synced. Finally, only 2 enemies remained in the last room. My brother took the right, I went left. He was supposed to take out the guy on the right, and I'd go straight to the left. But I noticed the guy he was aiming for wasn't out in the open. He was hiding under a table, ready to ambush him. I had the better angle. I was standing behind the enemy's back. I shot him to save my brother, but the last guy heard the shot and took me out instantly. My brother avenged me, dropped him on the spot. I said, "Do you have a med tool? Try reviving me and we finished the mission." He tried, but it didn't work. I said, "Carry me to the med bay." He tried that too. Nothing. I said, "Use the tractor beam." It almost worked, until the bugs kicked in. I got stuck in the doors, then started sinking into the ship itself. Just pure Star Citizen madness. I said, "Forget it, man, I'm pressing backspace. I'll wake up in New Babbage again." We were laughing so hard. This mission was absolute chaos again, but hilarious. That's Star Citizen. The beauty of it is expecting the unexpected.